Hi, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Catherine Pena. I am CARES Act Business Advisor here with Tarrant SBDC. We've got some really great news for you, so let me share some information that have some upcoming events that you may want to join this upcoming week. So let me get myself organized here and share with you what is going on in the community. All right. So if you are looking for something to do this Friday and you are a women owned, minority owned business, then you have an opportunity to join the Tarrant County Business Opportunity Fair that is available tomorrow between 9 and 3 p.m. There is a small ticket fee, but please register. It will be an in person vendor fair. It's hosted by many of the Tarrant County agencies, and this is specifically for hubs, minority women owned businesses, veteran owned businesses, and those that are looking to work with some contracting. Our next upcoming event to share with you is Global Entrepreneur Week. That is going to be next week, and it's starting from the 7th through the 12th. These events are free all over Fort Worth. So be sure and register today so that you can go out and network, meet and greet many of the community members out there. This is a free event for you to join. And so we wanted to make sure that you were aware of these opportunities for you to be part of the community. So if you can't find this information, let me put this here for you real quick. This is the URL for the Global Entrepreneur Week, which is gewfortworth.org. This is a free event every day, starting the 7th through the 12th. There's going to be wonderful things that are going to be available to you. And then also, don't forget that you can go to the Eventbrite here for this event for the 6th annual Tarrant County Business Opportunity Fair. All right, so you didn't come for this information, you came for EIDL. And we wanted to make sure we took a moment to let you know that there have been some adjustments and some more information to make it easy for you, or hopefully easier for you, regarding EIDL, which is Economic Injury Disaster Loan Reconsideration, specifically COVID. And to talk about this at length and to share with you the latest and greatest is, of course, our other CARES Act business advisor, Cindy Largent. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Catherine.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful. Hey, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to share with us the SBA updates to the CARES Act, COVID, EIDL, which is also known as the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Take it away.
That is a mouthful, but yep. We are talking about EIDL because if you caught our little Facebook Live last week, we talked about going through the PDC reconsideration email and sending everything through there on your reconsideration. So for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to watch that video, reconsideration is the process you need to go through if your loan has been declined. Whether you were asking for an increase or if you had an advance and that also got declined. So some of the things that we do know that I did not know last week when we were doing that Facebook Live was the deadline is December 31st. And the understanding was come December 31st, everything shut down. But as long as applications, reconsiderations have been submitted by 12/31, they will still be processed up until the funding runs out. So they're going to go through, process everything that's already in the queue up until the time money runs out. We don't know when that's going to be. I don't have a final count, an updated count of how many applications that SBA is still working through. But we do know is make sure that you get your reconsideration request in by December 31st. Now, interesting thing is before everything was going through the reconsideration email, and that has changed. So if you have been declined, if your loan has been declined, denied, then what you need to do is you need to sign into the SBA portal, your COVID portal, and Catherine has the URL up. So you're going to go in there and you're going to sign into the portal. And in there is going to be a button that's going to allow you to request reconsideration. So there's going to be a request reconsideration button in that portal. Okay, now those are for those that have applied and were declined. But if you applied for an increase in your original loan amount and you received a decline on that request, that is still going to go to the email, and the email is going to be pdc.reconsideration@sba.gov. All right,
Cindy,
so
can you
those are
clarify
for,
again who?
yeah, I was just going to say, I was going to reiterate that those are for this email address is if you're going to request reconsideration, if you requested an increase in the amount of your original loan that you received, because SBA had increased those maximum amounts, so you could request an increase. Now, if you were declined or denied for that, you're still going to submit your request through that pdc.reconsideration@sba.gov email address. So that's really important. And if anybody is listening to this and you were declined for a request you made for the targeted or the supplemental advances, that is going to go through the targeted advance. I think, Catherine, do you have that that URL for that email address? Sorry,
I
that
do. Here you
targeted
go.
advance reevaluation at sba.gov. So it's very specific of where you're going to send your request to. So make sure that you are at the right place and you're sending your information to the right place. So remember that for reconsideration, to request reconsideration, you're making your case. SBA is going to request documents. You're now going to upload those documents as well up through your portal account. So you have that ability to do that. And so if there's unsolicited documents, they're just not going to be considered. So remember, if this is, the other thing, sorry, I almost forgot. So exciting, because one thing that was holding up a lot of the applications was when there was a banking, you would get a banking error. So now SBA is allowing you to go into your portal account and update that banking information. So that is a huge biggie for those of you who that was part of what needed to be remedied. But make sure that you're reading very carefully the email you get from SBA. You understand how you need to request reconsideration and the documents you need. And of course, we are always here. We are here to help with any questions. We will help read through your email, determine what you need to do to help request that reconsideration. I know a lot of people are frustrated because the IRS was a little bit backlogged on those 4506Ts, and people were going and getting their returns stamped. SBA's not accepting those either. So just be watching your portal, follow the instructions that you're being given, and that's going to make the process go a lot quicker.
Great. So just to summarize, for those who are just joining, the most important thing for them to do is to go to this URL, covid19relief1.sba.gov, which will be this portal, which is where they need to start first.
That is if you received a decline on your original loan application.
For decline.
Right.
Perfect.
So that's for your decline. Now, if the decline is on that request for an increase of funds, then that's when they're going to go to the email address pdc.reconsideration@sba.gov.
And that's if they ask for an increase.
Right. And then they were declined for that increase.
All right. And then number 3 is this email address for those who were
declined, right, for a targeted or supplemental advance. And so
Perfect.
that's where that request for reconsideration would go. So that's why I'm saying it's really important to understand where you're at in the process, what you were requesting from SBA. That way you will know exactly where to go to request your reconsideration.
Excellent. And I appreciate you taking the time because this is very important information for you, small business owners who have gotten the idle and having issues with your declines and how to go through this process, because this program will be ending December 31st, 2021. And so if things are unclear, you didn't understand what we shared today and it's out of order, look, contact us. Put your questions below, and Cindy and myself, we're here to help you navigate this so that you can be successful with your EIDL application. So, Cindy, is there any last things you'd like to share with anybody today?
No, that's it. We just wanted to make sure we updated that, explained the different avenues to go to, the different places. Really wanted to stress that. But of course, Catherine, a quick phone call to us or email, and we're here to help.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you taking time and let me shut this down. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you joining us today. If you missed it earlier, there are some really great community events that are happening right here on the screen. You can see an event that will be for the Tarrant County Business Opportunity Fair. Here is the URL for you to sign up. You can still join, especially if you're a woman, minority-owned business looking to do some contracting with the Tarrant County partners. Also, that's available to you and that's free is the Global Entrepreneur Week, and that's going to be next week. Let me pull that up on the screen for you. So you are also welcome to sign up for this. It will start November the 7th through the 12th. There's going to be many workshops, many networking opportunities with many of our small businesses, successful businesses in the community that you can go and participate with. And hopefully you find us out there at any of these events. And then finally, we want to make sure that you're aware if you've been declined, that here is a URL for you for your economic disaster loan. So again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, remember, you're always welcome to reach out to us. We have our phone number here, which is 817-515-2600, or you can always go to our website at tarrantsbdc.org. We want to say thank you for taking time today and join us. We would appreciate it if you would follow us on our social media platforms, which are Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Our handle at each one of these profiles is at Tarrant SBDC. Remember, we're here for you, and if you have any last questions, comments, concerns, please reach out. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to bringing you more information next week.